Hello there. Well, hopefully this is the last video I'm going to make on allotments and are they coming for us? Because once I've said this, I've said more than enough then I feel, and I don't want to keep pondering on it. You know, in the UK, allotment tenants are protected by several laws and regulations, and they're aimed at safeguarding our rights and preserving allotment sites. These protections are designed to prevent local councils or governments from arbitrarily reclaiming allotment land for other purposes, such as housing developments. And I've got some key legal protections, which include the Allotment Act of 1922. This established a legal framework for allotments in the UK. It required local authorities to provide sufficient allotment land to meet demand and set out procedures for the acquisition, management and disposal of allotment sites. The Allotments Act of 1950. This strengthened the protection of the allotment land by requiring local authorities to obtain ministerial consent before selling or appropriating allotment land for other purposes. And then we've got Allotments England regulations of 2002. These regs provide further details on management and administration of allotments, including provision for the protection of tenants' rights. The Town and Country Planning Act of 1990. This legislation required local planning authorities to consider the provision of allotments when preparing their development plans or when making decisions on planning applications. Now, then there's the allotment tenancy agreements that we all have. Allotment tenants typically enter into a tenancy agreement, which I have, with the local council or the allotment association. These agreements outline the rights and responsibilities of both parties and provide tenants with legal protection against arbitrary eviction or reclamation of their plot. If allotments face a threat of their plot being taken for development purposes, they can take various actions to protect their interests. I'm going in greenhouse, it's raining now. Flipping heck. Hey, look at all this. I'm just burning a little bit of wood down there. Got some bits of offcuts and things like that. I'll get a fire. And that's what I've done. Well, I'm back. It stopped raining now. So, further to the discussion about the allotments and the laws that protect me. If they did come for my plot, and obviously everybody else's as well, but my plot, my course of action would be to consult the Allotment Act. And I'll familiarise myself with the relevant legislation governing the allotments to understand my rights and procedures that I must follow and that the local authorities must follow. And I'll engage with the local authority. You know, I mean, on our allotment plots, we have a committee but we're all members of the Allotment Association. A lad on another plot down there organises all this, and we pay £3 a year for £3 a year for membership. So they'll be involved in it all with all the legal palaver, and I'll involve myself in council meetings. I'll certainly be writing letters, and certainly participating in consultations relating to planning and development decisions. Excuse me. And once I've run out of all them courses, then there's the legal action. And allotment tenants, if I believe that my rights are being infringed upon unlawfully, I might seek, or I will seek, legal advice and potentially take legal action and to challenge the decisions that are threatening my plot. So I think basically I've covered it, and I hopefully hope that they don't come for the allotments. I really do. But you don't know with this government, and you certainly don't know with the local authorities that are just building everywhere willy-nilly. No infrastructure, no thought for about our quality of lives and so on and so forth. So, you know, am I wrong to think like this? It's interesting. But it's fair to say, in general, these are very interesting times at the moment. But anyway, take care. Bye now. Bye bye.